It was just about being dominant. You know, he wanted to come out and he wanted to set a tone, you know, for him as a head coach and, you know, just for us as a defense, you know, as a whole. So I think it was a great thing. You know, I think we still got to improve on some things. We kind of left a lot of plays out there and we wish we could have back, especially me.
Really? Like what?
That pick six.
Gotcha.
I should have took that one to the crib. I think just great preparation, and this time going into the game, already having film against them, against us, and know how they like to attack us. So I think we was able to put together a better game plan than last year.
What did you learn from playing them last year?
Last year we learned that they really wasn't going to commit to the run game, and you know the runs that they did, they was going to try to get outside and not run into the interior. But most of the running game was quick game. You know, a lot of curls, a lot of hitches, you know, a lot of slants and stuff. So we kind of knew that going in, so we was able to attack it.
Offsides with that, just what does it mean to be able to have a clean performance like that?
I mean, that was the goal. You know, Coach Bowles said, you know, we had 4 turnovers and 11 penalties, and we still won by 2. He's like, that's not going to be good enough for the season, and he made an emphasis on it. So I feel like we responded to what our coach wanted well.
When you see a guy like CeeDee Lamb have 2 catches on 11 targets, what did you see out of your guys back there, Carlton and Jamel?
We got great cornerbacks, 2 guys from Florida, went to the same school, Auburn, you know, SEC schools, and they take pride in their work. And, you know, CeeDee just got paid, he won his respect, and Jamel on his way. So, I mean, it's just a thing where you just got to go in there hungry.
What did you say to this team in the huddle before? Because you looked like you were really
I was fired up. I was just
you lost your voice.
Yeah, I always tell them, you know, the first game, you know, congrats on making the team. Now it's for real. You know, a lot of flying bullets, and don't take nothing for granted. Go out there and fight for your brother. You look to the right, look to the left, how they got back.
What was it like seeing Chris Godwin out there after suffering a devastating knee injury, 9 months removed from that?
Yeah.
And I know that he went down with a hamstring injury, but just to see him back, and he gets the first pass of the game.
Yeah, it was good, man. I see CG put in a lot of work, and I'm always proud of him. You know, he's a guy, he's a silent guy, but he pushes everybody by his work. And, you know, nobody else deserved it. You know, I think that was good. They got him going early.
We have to. You know, you gotta play smart. You know, you don't want to put a lot of those young guys and guys who never really practiced with us in jeopardy either. You know, you got to find some way to help the O-line and help ourselves at the same time.
Leonard, was this more of what this team is going to be about, more balanced? I think Tom knows you were 27, you got 21. Do you think that's more of this philosophy?
We'll see. You know, as of right now, it's working.
Yeah.
You know, and it helps the run lanes, the passing lanes. It gets a lot of things open. So the coach come in, you know, with a game plan, we got to execute it to our best ability.
Blocking. I mean, you had almost 100 yards before contact in this game. Like, that's
I mean,
insane.
those guys up front, you know, even, you know, guys like Luke, you know, Josh Wells came in. You know, that's guys who really knew. You know what I mean? Not Wells, but Donnie went down, so he had to come in. So it shows you every player on our team has the ability to be a starter. Mm-hmm. And I'm proud of those guys. You know, they gave me the Sunday night football game, but I gave it to the O-line. You know, they did a great job, not just for me, but blocking for Tom. Mm-hmm. So I'm proud of them. I mean, hey, they call a play, you got to make it happen. You know, or they call your number, and that's what it is. And my job is to put us in the best position to win games. Yeah, defense came out, made plenty of stops what we need. We got the ball back, but, you know, we have to finish. You know, on the offense side, we have to get in the red zone. We have to score. You know, we don't want to settle for 3. We need 6.
What was the key to what, you know, Dallas was doing there in the red zone and on 3rd down that was making it difficult for you guys to sustain your drive?
I think it was just us. You know, communicating. But we're gonna work on it this week. Get better. That's all it's about. You know, you have those games, and thank God we came out with a W for this one.
Yeah, it was great. You know, run game, defense, win you a lot of games in the NFL. So very happy to see the line play the way they played. The backs played great. Receivers made a lot of great plays. Yeah, we just didn't finish in the red area. I threw a bad interception. So a lot of room for improvement. So get back to work. Not sure. Yeah, I mean, I think we love to throw the ball and less and control the game and run the ball and play great defense and get turnovers and don't turn it over and score in the red area. I think, you know, we did a decent job, you know, moving the ball. We just couldn't quite get in the end zone. And, you know, I think there's a lot of things to clean up, communication stuff. You know, we got to be on the same page, which we were in some areas, but other areas we really weren't. So, long way to go. I think that we like to score every time we get in the red area. You know, the reality is you work hard to get down there. You got to finish it off and score points. And, you know, you got to score 7. If we score 7, it's a very different game. So we'll get to work on that.
Injuries are a part of the game, but when you lose was Chris Godwin. I know you were able to get him that first pass and lose Donovan Smith in a game. Like, just how difficult was that?
Yeah, there's a lot of tricky things tonight. Just guys coming in and out, and not sure who was going to play, and guys played, and then they were in, and we're out, and we were rotating people, and Donnie got hurt, and it's just not a lot of fluidity. So that's the reality of it. It's not always the most fluid sport. You're always doing things to adjust, but I think we're going to find some things that we liked out of the game. There's plenty of things we're not going to like, and we're just going to have to work on it and get better.
I know with you, everybody's open, right? But was there a concerted effort to get Chris that first pass?
I think anytime we get Chris the ball, it's a good thing. He's an amazing player, and keep finding ways to get him involved. Be a great thing. I got a long way to go. I think we all do, and I think the team's got. I think the defense played awesome. Offensively, we can do a lot better than that tonight. So we're gonna have to. We're gonna have to score in the right area. We're gonna have to stay healthy. We're gonna have to get back to work and find a little bit of regular season flow, and just put these days together and see if we can make some moves.
I think Julio was able to do tonight. First whole game we played with him, obviously he made a big catch or some runs.
Yeah, made a huge catch on the go route. Had some good balls that were in his hands that he's hard to get down and get him in space. He caught a curl route, which was pretty good. I missed him on a slant early. It just was a bad throw, but I have a lot of confidence in him. We're just going to keep growing and getting better. And he's a true professional. I love working with people like that. That it's important to them. They care a lot. I love playing with a guy like Julio. And been very fortunate here to play with Chris and Mike, who really are in that mold. I think the three of them together. Cam's a real pro. Lenny's turning into a real pro even as a young player. So there's a lot of good leadership at different positions. Tristan, Donnie. We lose a guy like Ryan, and Hainsey steps in. Luke did a good job. Shaq does a great job. Played a lot of football with him. I know he's a warrior. So we've got a long way to go. This is just the beginning, and this one game, and there was certainly wasn't all great out there. There's a lot we can do better, and that's what we'll try to do better next week.
You talk about some of the fluidity and the different guys coming in, but when you get down to the red zone, you have Mike Evans. What's it like having him down there and knowing you can depend on him?
It's awesome. I mean, he's as dependable as they come. He's a great player, tough, hard-nosed, so tall, long, dynamic. I love being out there with him.
That fade tonight, was that a check or did that call come in?
That can come at any time. One of the quarterbacks. So Mike's open, he gets it.
You called it?
We talk about everything.